Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Warpaint. We are at Hidden Falls in Marble Falls, Texas. And we got a couple followers out here today from the Instagram page at Warpaint JKU. Get on over, check that out. And should be a great day. It's gonna be a hot one, right? It's supposed to be about 103 degrees in the heat of the day. So we'll see exactly how that goes, but stick around, check it out. All right, time to air down some tires, figure out what trails we're gonna hit, and get this show on the road.
So we can drop down into Snoopy Falls and climb
they're
out.
on 37s, have 37s, but have a Dana 30 in the front, so they're not locked.
Yeah.
But we can get them through.
Oh yeah. That dirt climb out, that shouldn't be a problem on open diffs. Should be fine. The dirt climb out of Snoopy Falls.
It's pretty steep right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had to back out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was last weekend.
That was last weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, it used to be.
Yeah.
You could now. It's
Really?
vertical.
In a while, the part changes so often.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
vertical. I went down and I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this before 3 months ago. And
Yeah.
I was like, crap, I gotta back out of this.
Oh wow. Yeah.
All right, so we are off. We got 6 rigs with us, pretty cool, a few followers, and everybody's pretty much on 37s to 40s. We do have one guy on 35s, but we'll work that out. And here we are, Snoopy Falls, right? Pretty narrow creek bed. Only actually seen this with water in it once, and it was a lot of water. I don't remember what caused it, but I guess we had some storms or whatever. We don't get rain that often here in central Texas, but you can obviously tell where water's cut this out over time. Made it pretty cool. Here we have one of the followers here on an Ultimate Dana 44. We're pushing it with 40s and a 2-door JK. That's pretty sweet. Don't see the old 2-doors all that often. Now, this rig is the one that we are going to be building this fall, right? So definitely subscribe, tune into that, because we got something fun planned for this rig. Something never been done before, definitely not on YouTube. This guy's on 38 Patagonias, Rubicon 44 JL. Another follower here, Razor's Edge, coming through. This rig's only on a Dana 30. They're gonna upgrade it soon, but it's running 37s. And we got our guy in the back there with a Rubicon on 35s, but he's locked. And we'll see how he does on the harder stuff a little bit later. Right, after a little fun in some rock gardens, we finally arrive at a ledge climb here in Snoopy Falls. And this ledge climb comes in at an angle. Warpaint's gonna make quick work of it here on 40-inch tires, but if you have smaller tires, it can cause your diff to wind up running into the ledge before that driver gets a chance to climb. What's up? Got a little off-camber climb here. So this rig looks like it wants 1 tons.
And you know, that climb just didn't feel right. I needed bigger axles.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Maybe something with your
A
suspension.
little tighter.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So cut it passenger. There you go. Now let that climb up. Good. And now straighten it out a little bit. There you go. Just nice and easy. Perfect. All right. Just to climb out of Snoopy Falls. A short wheelbase life. Amazing. All right, so here we are looking down, right? This is that ledge climb coming out of Snoopy Falls, and it's pretty worn away, pretty eroded. That's what happens with this part pretty often. So you see he's put this tire perfect right there up on that rock ledge, so he doesn't belly himself out too bad. There you go. There you go. Perfect. I know it feels awful, but you're leveling out right now. Hey, hang on a second. Hey, dude, you might want to roll back a little bit. You're putting a lot of pressure on your front end. Roll back, straighten out, and then come straight up it. Don't turn passenger. Okay, yeah, because it was biting on the passenger tire over here. You'll be okay, just go straight. Perfect, right there. 2-foot it, put your foot on the brake a little bit, just to get that other front wheel to spin. There we go. There we go. And straighten it out as soon as you can. Perfect. Perfect, good job, buddy. Can you hear me on the radio? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so definitely put your passenger tire there in that little groove on your passenger side, in that rut, and you're good there. Keep it coming. Yeah, no, cut it passenger, more passenger. You want to go up that dirt wall on your passenger side a little bit, so cut it more passenger. Right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Good job.
Nice driving.
Hey, so why did she not need lockers and you needed them? Why is that?
We'll never know.
All right, so we have made it to International Highway, which says it's a level 3, but it's definitely a hard level 3. This park is kind of funny when it comes to the levels. And for all you West Coast guys, we only go to 5 stars here. Right? So here's one of these rock ledges, right? You kind of lose perspective here, but you can see that this is a 40-inch tire, and that rock ledge is almost to the top of that front tire there, right? So we're gonna turn into it, keep the tread of the tire on the ledge, get that bead lock there doing work, and it just creepy crawlies right up. All right, guys, so there you have it, right? We're running parts of International Highway. Real fun trail. We are here now. We got a lot of little rock ledges and that kind of stuff. Give you some perspective, right? I'm standing here. This particular one's up to basically my shoulder. I'm 6'3", right? So you lose that kind of stuff here through the video. It is what it is, but real cool, real fun time. Everybody's getting through it. We got to change some lines and stuff, as you saw, guys on 35s, you know, guys on some guys on 38s, but they're not locked, right? So it just depends on how your rig is built. But if you're out here, right, and you're having fun, that's all that matters. So let's get back to it.
With your rig, the way it's built, I think if we put you with your passenger right here in between this cut,
Right
here,
Yeah.
and then you should be able to get over that.
I think
And then as your passenger starts climbing this, wheel driver, yep, right there. All right, passenger's going up. Driver's going up. Beautiful. All right, your passenger's about to climb right now. Looking good. Passenger's hitting. All right.
What if I need lockers?
Try without them. You might try without. I think you should be able to without them. Yep, your rear passenger is awesome.
I can feel it trying to grab.
Yeah, Yeah, because your passenger rear is also trying to come up. Yeah. So, yeah.
Second attempt here with lockers on. My front end wouldn't climb because of the angle I attacked it, and it kept pushing me over to my driver's side. Obviously, I was leaning. The climb here is real off-camber, so we're going to try it again. All right, we're We're gonna back it down, gonna make a third attempt, and move on an easier line if we can't get it done.
Yeah, now you're in that V, so it should.
Long wheelbase sometimes helps you at a park like this where lots of people have them, but sometimes that short wheelbase, right? You go places that long wheelbase can't. He was able to walk right up. Took a little bit of a different line than I did a minute ago, but he's able to get himself up. No big deal, right? He has a much better breakover angle, but he's also wheeling a manual, so got to deal with the clutch and stuff when you're on steep climbs too. Pretty difficult, pretty good driving. Go. All right, so that was International Highway. We are now just entering Bronco Buster. We're gonna run it in reverse, run it backwards. Some fun little off-camber sections in here, some fun little climbs. So let's check them out. All right, so again, here we are with with our two-door buddy here. We'll have to see how this goes as he comes into this rock ledge. It's real undercut, right? So he's got 40s, but he's still on that ultimate Dana 44, so the U-joints really aren't meant to handle that. You know, if you want to try the undercut, you can. I think, though, we got to be careful because you're on the Dana 44, right? So your U-joints and stuff are a little small for a 40. So depending upon how much pressure it puts on it, you know? But you could try it. Try going left of it. See what happens. Yeah, there you go. Maybe a little more left. There you go. Let's see what it does. So you're on a little bit of a different line. There you go. Yeah, keep it left so your rear doesn't fall into that V notch, but you'll be good. Keep it driver. There you go. Just let it eat. Another different line here. Pro Rock 44, JLUR. Making quick work of it. Very nice. You gonna follow his line? Yeah. I think you're a little far to the right. There you go. That's better. There you go. Perfect. Yep. Straighten it out and you're right on his line. There you go. Here comes CJ in the JKU. Yeah, I'm not confused. Driver's name is actually CJ. And new to off-roading though, not his Jeep. The guy in the black shirt next to him, that's Centex Jeeper on Instagram. It is his Jeep. And this is the one we'll be building soon. Don't worry about me. Drive like I'm not here. Now, did he tell you to just hit it full throttle? Is that what he said? No. Okay. Well, I mean, you could. I tried to get him to full throttle up it. Didn't work. He's too smart for that. Hey, dude, that... Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that angle on that knuckle there, right? Dana 44. Again, not a weak axle, right? I mean, you can see my other videos, not a weak axle, but with a big tire and the leverage a big tire puts on it with, you know, a 5,000-6,000 pound rig into a steep undercut rock, that's a recipe for disaster. All right, guys, so here we are, right, back on No Name, and this is a pretty fun trail, right? Another creek bed, real fun, you know, crawling through here in a valley, basically over here in hill country in Texas. Real good time, real fun. A lot of rock garden stuff in these creek beds. Pretty typical, right, for a creek bed. But they're dry, typically. They usually don't have that much water in them down here. So you just don't get that much rain in Texas. But gonna be real fun, real flexy sections coming up, and should be a really good time. But we're gonna have to see how these different Jeeps with different wheelbases do. All right, go ahead, brother. This is a great flexy, super flexy spot. Remember, this guy's on 40s, and this is a great spot to really flex your rig out, test your suspension, make sure you're not unseating springs, make sure you got your bump set. Oh yeah, that spring ain't getting more compressed than that. And this guy's still got tension on it, right? I'm pretty sure my shock is fully maxed out, but this guy, I mean, that guy's in there tight. He ain't even loosen it. So that's kind of. I want to climb around and check the rear out real fast. Oh, I got my bump like completely crushed in there, so it's never going to be flexed out more than that. But I'm fully in that fence there.
Nice. So everything's set up good.
Yeah, everything's set up good, and I'll tell you what, I had to clearance the back of this out so that it wasn't digging into my tire and it's still not touching it. So that's good too.
Nice. Two-wheeling it. Nice.
Good job, baby.
Great driving. That was pretty cool.
Good job.
Lockers on, buddy.
Pretty flexy, right? Yeah, that one leans you over pretty good. Yeah.
Dirt got close real quick.
Hey, you know what he was saying? I didn't even think about it. He said because the JLs have all the ABS and stuff, even in 4 low, he didn't have to activate his lockers when he's hanging tires because it just sends it to the other tire anyway. I didn't even think about that.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
That's super cool, right? I mean, so think about it, like with 35s, there's no way my Jeep on 35s would have done that without a locker. No way. All right, guys, so that is No Name. No Name is a great trail, right? As I said before, creek bed, flexi stuff. You just saw it. Really perfect place to get out, check out your suspension, all that kind of stuff. And again, if you're not in the area, right, use a trail like that. Get out, take a look, right? Maybe even take a tape measure, right? Measure how long your shock is. See if your spring is still tight, things like that. Because if your spring is still tight, right? I mean, you can see a video that I did about how to max out your suspension on a spring and a shock. And if your spring is still tight, you can put in a longer shock or a bracket on it to help relocate it and get more flex, right? You just don't want your spring falling out, so it's a fine line. So you got to be careful with it. But that's a perfect opportunity, doing something like we just did back there to check it out. But very awesome. We are off to our last trail for the day. It's going to be a trail called Wet and Wild. Haven't done it in a while. So this area here, you can see this rock down here used to be flipped up and into the ledge there, and it made it so narrow that it would push you into the dirt as you drop down. But it actually is easier now, right? Because it's just deteriorated. But pretty cool little section of trail here. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. But on our way to the waterfall. Nice. All right, so you guys have heard me talk about it if you've watched any of my other videos. This is the kind of trail that is actually more fun if you're only on 35s, right? See my unedited and off-camber video about that. It was the first video I did in that series about tire size. And I kind of talk about it there, right? Everyone always thinks big tires are better, and they are in some cases, but a lot of the time when you're running a big tire, you know, you don't have to pay attention to every rock on the trail because it doesn't really matter, right? It becomes like a point and shoot rig. Whereas if you got 35s or something, right, you don't want to be hitting diffs and that kind of stuff. You got to pay a lot more attention to the lines you choose in rock gardens and things. So sometimes smaller tires are a good thing as far as being able to you know, being able to drive your rig. But it looks like we got some traffic. Hey, how many we got up there? Are they continuing down the trail, or are they coming this way?
No, they're going down the trail, but they're stopped right now. There's like a Gladiator, a YJ, a JK, and a JK.
Okay, 10-4. They need any help?
I don't think so. I think they're just talking.
Cool, right? All part of the day. Yep. So yeah, he's on 40s, but he's still got Dana 44s under it. It's an ultimate Dana 44, at least in the front, but he's building tons. He's just taking his time. Yeah, it does.
That's normal. Pucker peck. Oh yeah, good driving.
All right, guys, so there you have it, wet and wild. All right, not so wet on a day like today, but pretty fun trail. And when it's wet, it is kind of wild because it gets pretty slick, and it's a really fun trail, especially that waterfall when it's wet. I did find with my track bar that I got to make some adjustments to it, but that's pretty typical, right? Anytime you go out to the off-road park, you wind up coming home and you got to adjust something. Nobody broke, everybody's happy, and we are wrapping it up. So get on over, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff coming. In order to be entered for some of those giveaways that are coming this fall, you got to be a subscriber. And also go over and follow me on Instagram. I interact with everybody over there. You send me a message, got any questions, want a wheel if you're local. Next year we're traveling the country, so let me know where you're from, and I would love to get out and meet some of y'all. Anyway, guys, thanks for riding along with us, and hope you enjoyed it. Get out there, build something, and go wheeling.